After a drone struck a Moscow tower, a President Volodymyr Zelensky advisor claimed that Russia was becoming accustomed to fully-fledged war, but he did not confirm or deny Kiev's suspected involvement in the strike. The Black Sea patrol vessels of Russia became the target of a drone strike by the Ukrainian Navy overnight. Kiev claims it doesn't attack vessels carrying civilians. A Polish diplomat was criticized by Ukraine for claiming that Kiev did not express enough gratitude for Warsaw's assistance during the conflict. Local authorities claimed that a hospital in Kherson, a city in southern Ukraine, was shelled by Russia, resulting in the death of a doctor and the injury of a nurse. Official: Russia is very relentlessly attempting to halt Ukraine's advance in Bakhmut. Hanna Maliar, the Deputy Minister of Defense for Ukraine, claims that Russia has been trying, quite persistently, to halt Kiev's advance toward Bakhmut but has been unsuccessful. She made the announcement via the messaging service Telegram. In the Bakhmut direction, our troops are dealing with dense artillery fire, mining, and strong enemy resistance, she stated. The enemy has gathered personnel and equipment and is assaulting in the Kupiansk, Lymansk, and Swatovsk directions in an effort to divert our forces from the offensive's eastern direction. In hard battles, our defenders successfully resist all enemy assaults, she continued. In the midst of Ukraine's counteroffensive, Russia and Algeria are in talks about military collaboration. During a meeting with the Chief of Staff of Algeria's armed forces in Russia, Russian Defense Minister Sergei Shoigu stated that Moscow is willing to assist in enhancing Algeria's combat capability. As it prepares for a Ukrainian counteroffensive in the 17-month conflict, Moscow is keen to expand military cooperation with non-Western nations. According to UNESCO, the Russian war in Ukraine has damaged at least 274 cultural sites. At least 274 cultural monuments have suffered damage as of July 26, according to the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization, UNESCO. According to a statement from the organization, this includes 117 religious sites, 27 museums, 98 buildings of historical and/or artistic interest, 19 monuments, 12 libraries, and 1 archive. Wagner from Russia uses Belarusian military storage facilities. According to the news organization Belarusian Hajuin, Russian mercenary force Wagner has been using former military storage facilities close to Paplavy hamlet, not far from Asipoviki in Belarus since mid-July. The group stated in a tweet that satellite photographs show that the storages began to be utilized around July 18. Donetsk's situation is tense, according to an AJ correspondent. Ali Hashim of Al Jazeera reports from Donetsk in eastern Ukraine and claims that the region is experiencing a dangerous scenario. The shelling never stops. Explosions occasionally can be heard. In recent days, this has become a trend. The city experienced several assaults. 4 people were killed in an incident yesterday, he added. So the situation is tense and getting more tense around the front line between Ukraine and Russia, he continued. According to Podolyak, Ukraine does not assault civilian vessels. President Volodymyr Zelensky's advisor, Mikhailo Podolyak, told Reuters that Kiev did not assault and would not attack any civilian targets in the Black Sea, calling Russian accusations fictitious. According to the Interfax news agency, the Russian Defense Ministry claimed to have prevented an attempt by Ukrainian drones to strike civilian transport ships in the Black Sea overnight. Such claims made by Russian officials are unquestionably false and devoid of any veracity. According to Podolyak, Ukraine has not attacked, is not currently attacking, and will not attack any civilian targets. Ukraine alleges that Russia is responsible for the military coup in Niger. Mikhailo Podolyak, a presidential advisor for Ukraine, said that Russia was responsible for the military coup in Niger. He wrote in a tweet, "It is a traditional Russian tactic to divert attention, seize the moment, and expand the war." IFAX, Russia claims to have stopped an attack on civilian ships in the Black Sea. According to a report by the Interfax news agency, the Russian Defense Ministry claims to have prevented an attempt by Ukrainian drones to strike civilian transport ships in the Black Sea overnight. 3 Ukrainian sea drones were alleged to have targeted and destroyed 2 Russian Black Sea Navy ships 340 kilometers, 211 miles, southwest of Sevastopol, according to the ministry. After the latest drone strike on Moscow, the Kremlin declares that a threat exists.